Oh, sounds like.
I'm on the way to work. I got stuff there.
No, I didn't. I haven't.
Get a Starbucks. I have one at the hospital. Starbucks is in the hospital. So I can walk right in to get Starbucks. But that's my point there. How many are gonna do that?
Right.
It's like-
No, that's.
This door was closed.
Gene, what do you think of Dean McIntosh?
I don't know him too well. I know he does a really good job building. He's a premier builder up at Coon Slate. That's the only place he built. My,
That's the only place he has.
my nephew worked for him for a long time.
Did he?
Up there.
Oh, you know.
Greg Hensley.
Oh, yeah.
And he kept Greg busy forever. I think
Yeah,
he's
you
been
care.
with him for.
Yeah, right.
Recently, he quit. Dean told me, cause I said, where's Greg at? He goes, well, he quit, but he quit the right way. He told me he was gonna take a union shop.
Yeah.
Job with 10 knockers in the shop, you know, and so. He just wanted to get more benefit.
We got it.
I would be able to.
With it.
This was fun.
Because you showed up. So we were all talking about it.
That's no. Okay, we need to get all this.
So we can't get the library.
In a car?
No, it's not live right now. It's gonna load down.
Inspect. You know what I mean? All right, do we have any time on this or can we start?
This meeting starts 7.
Oh, we can start. Later.
We're late. Started it right after the.
All right, folks, we're gonna get started here with the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so this evening's meeting is called to order to discuss a potential hire for the inspector position of Starke County. Do we have any discussion from the board? Or a motion?
I would make a motion that we table a decision until we finish conducting interviews.
We have a motion to table the inspector position. Do we have a second?
I'll second it. Doesn't matter, you can take it.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion passes. That was the only thing on the agenda for this evening, but anything from the public?
I think Chris has something, he sent to me also, but if you'd like to share that, Chris.
Is that during the technical?
That would be tech review, yeah. If it's about the solar, that would be during tech review.
Okay,
Yeah, we can use it.
Is it about the
donation.
youth club?
Yes,
Yeah,
You're welcome to say that
I
now.
don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, go ahead.
the donation for the Starke County Youth Club, or what? I can't remember, I've sent so many emails here. The in term, which email are you referring to?
The one for the Starke County Youth Club, I believe you sent a donation for the youth club.
Yeah, we're supporting the youth club for a number of things. We took kids, got them involved. We've been going into the classroom and doing some education work with them. And we've made a couple of different donations to their overall fundraising effort, I think totaling $5,000. So it's something that we're trying to do to support that mission, which is vital to the community. So it's just I think another example of what we're trying to do here locally for the duration. So
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else from the public? Anything from the board? All right, I've got one thing. Going forward, we've probably not really discussed this. The minimum requirement for posting for these meetings is on the door. How involved do we want Amber to get on posting these meetings? And I think there was an issue with getting it on the website. There was a delay or something and it never made it to the website. So that is not normally going to happen. But do we want her to go beyond that in any way? And I'll leave that open for open discussion.
Is
on
it
the board.
require, what's the requirement?
Requirement is 48-hour notice posted to the building and any news outlets or medias that request it.
Okay.
So currently, I don't have one requesting it, but I could send it to WKBI.
I don't think that's a bad idea, just so that way we,
But I mean, I could just make sure that when I post it, it's kind of the same routine, a little checklist to get it posted, sent to
does
IT.
she need a motion for that?
Wait,
Well,
This
let's,
is-
you wanna post it, you wanna give it to WKVI?
That's, I didn't know if I should just send them like a PDF of the,
I would be
meeting
fine
notice.
with that.
I'm fine with that, if the board's fine with that.
There's no cost associated with this.
Not for WKBI, no.
Real-
Doesn't mean that they
If
have
you're
to.
concerned about cost, why not just, in the very least, publish it on the county website?
We're
That-
trying to do
I went
that.
on that this morning, and fortunately, I was here at your last meeting. And my wife remembered that there was supposed to be a meeting today. Obviously, I like verifying it somewhere that the meeting is still on. And it was almost impossible to find on the website.
That's what we're
If
talking
you
about.
go to the website and they already announced September meetings
Right.
for the commissioners and all that. But today, we're still in August and this meeting did not show up on the front page.
I think, can I also add real quick, I think that one of the other opportunities, and Amber, correct me if I'm wrong, we have an issue with the Facebook page. I was able to get Stanley to make some updates for us at one point, but he did say that he would not be able to. I think that we used to post it on our Facebook, the Stark County Planning page and the Stark County BZA page. The question that we have is, depending on who started that page, Amber may not be an admin. So what we may need to do is create new pages if we can't get logged into those old
yeah, I know
accounts.
Suzanne can post on the auditor's page. I can send it there to be posted, send it to.
I think the gentleman's got a legitimate point, it just needs to be somewhere where public
Yeah.
can see those meetings.
Because I follow the auditor's page. And that kind of, it's working out pretty good as an authorization of something's happening.
Well, I think it was supposed to be on our webpage,
It was
but
supposed to be on our webpage. There was I think, a little bit of confusion with who checks the, like,
yeah,
IT that box it went to, so.
yeah. So in the future, it'll be on the webpage.
Mhm.
You're working on the Facebook.
Trying to get that with Stanley to get that open, but it may be just sending it to the auditor's Facebook for her to post it
Okay. And if,
and reach out to WKBI. I think it would be.
well, let's get a motion from the board if we want to go to WKVI, which I'm fine with, but
I'll make the motion. Oh, go ahead, Roberta, if you wanna go.
I guess one question I have for you is when would we be, since we don't typically post until the day, the required 48 hours. My concern would be how quickly would WKBI respond to if we had to cancel a meeting?
Well,
That's my only
that's a good-
concern.
Good point.
Because then somebody thinks
Yeah.
WKBI says, oh, they're having a meeting, and then they don't, we find out the day before we
Well,
don't have quorum.
she could word it with WKVI to also verify with our website.
Okay, let's make sure
And I
that
think
we
we have
have
that same
that.
fault though with the IT. I don't think it gets canceled.
Canceled.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
canceling when it happens, so.
Right,
Yeah.
maybe we can add a blurb, like,
Yeah.
to verify that the meeting is still,
Mhm.
feel free to call the office between,
Yes.
or something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
that's
Let's just make sure that we're
verification.
covering that.
Yeah.
I just wanna cover that, cause what I don't
Yeah.
wanna have is the public standing out there going,
Yeah,
what the,
what's going on?
what's going on?
Yeah,
I think Gwen will be here, but
yeah.
I mean, we're talking about it for the planning commission, I believe. But it would be nice to extend that type of thought work for any public meeting
Yes.
that occurs in this
I think
county.
they try, don't they?
Well, the
I think
BZA
they do try.
I can take it to the BZA at our next meeting, but I would lean towards also having it posted for the BZA as well.
I agree.
So anyway, I've got a motion with the caveat that there's a blurb to check the county website.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Going forward, I think you've got somewhat clear instructions. Okay. All right, anything else from the board? Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Well,
I got a question for you, Jordan, on that. On your meetings, is anybody open to comment on them? Is there any stipulation on whether they're a resident of the county on like commissioner meetings?
Are you referring to this meeting
No,
tonight?
not referring to this one. I'm talking about commissioner meetings mainly. Maybe you can,
I think if you have business that pertains to Stark County, you're welcome to speak in the public comment section.
well, yeah, I would hope so, and I'm sure it is. But I'm going further than that. If you think you have an opinion and you're not from this county and it's official business, is there any stipulation that, like on a solar farm, where you have people come from Pulaski County that don't live in the county and they're against solar farms, and you give them time to get up and speak, and they don't have a dog in the race. So I'm just curious, is that how it is? I mean, it's
As of right now,
or can it be changed? Is
Yeah.
my other part of it.
as of right now, I've never turned down anybody to make a comment, unless they get out of line. Now, if they get out of line, we have to ask them to leave, obviously.
Right.
But I've never stopped anybody regardless of where they're from, which I think is what you're asking.
Well, yeah, I just think there's enough confusion with the solar farm and it's so opinionated that it doesn't have to have outside interference coming in, people from outside the county standing up and opposed to it or whatever. And it doesn't pertain to them. They don't even live in this county. Now, if they own property in it, yeah, I think they're fine, but they don't own property. They don't live here. I don't see why that shouldn't be changed where they shouldn't have a say on standing up what's going on in a meeting that doesn't pertain to them in that county.
And I know that in some counties, they require folks that do make public comment to state their name and address for the record. We really haven't adopted that here recently, and the commissioners also have not adopted that. It's something we could look at,
Well,
though.
it did me when I spoke. I'd come up to sign in.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
I was meeting.
Some insight to that.
I will say that'd probably be a requirement going forward, any public comment, a name, an address.
Yes,
The
and
lawyer.
the location. That was from our new lawyer. He
Yeah.
told me that
Well, what's
the
your- what's your
BZA
part-
should have.
Is there a parliamentary procedure that even addresses that?
Not that I'm aware of, but we
Yeah.
can look at that.
Yeah, well, it's probably something that needs to be brought up at commissioners meeting
Okay.
and personally, I think it needs to be implemented. And the reason being, to my understanding, you have people, the one lady comes from Pulaski County. And I don't know why she should have any say in what goes on here at this county on the solar farms. Because she doesn't live here, she has no property here. And I just think I think that should be amended to have that, just to make the process more streamlined. And
I think,
Certainly for
I really
discussion.
think we need to be careful with that because we've had state legislators sit in meetings to comment and they don't live here.
Yeah. And there is some freedom of speech too,
Mhm.
as long as people are being respectful. So I think it's something we can definitely consider going forward. But I do think going forward, we should look at the name and address.
Some of that, but I also want to state that there is a lot of properties that are bordering on county line roads.
Sure.
that Are neighboring, and same thing with like DZA appeals and stuff and going, but
Good point. Any further discussion from the board on that? I think that's a great point, and we will definitely be considering that in the future.
all right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
We'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah. Good month.
Please let us know about if you get contacts.
I will email you folks as soon as I
You
get.
usually send me messages.
Yeah.
via,
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.